Waiting for Power by Alexander Maclaren. Tarry ye in the city of Jerusalem, until ye be endued with power from on high. Luke 24, verse 49. Now the metaphor that is concealed to an ordinary English reader under the archaic word endued is a very simple and beautiful one. The word means clothed, as we read in other places of being clothed with shame, or clothed with zeal, and of God as being clothed with majesty. In like manner, the apostles speak to us of putting on Christ and being clothed with him, and of being clothed upon with a house that is from heaven. The ideas of abundant fullness of qualities, of a gift that is visible on the outside, and of something that wraps and veils and dignifies the naked humanity, lie in that great word, clothed with power from on high. Now I need not remind you that although in our text there is no distinct explanation of what this power consists in, the other narrative in the Acts supplies what is wanted in the interpretation of the metaphor, and identifies it with the gift of a divine spirit to the church, and to the church because to each individual member thereof. The gift of Jesus Christ to the world, that is to say, to those in the world who believe on him, is the gift of a new life, communicated by the actual indwelling of the divine spirit. I believe that truth has been far too much neglected by modern Christendom, and that in the neglect is to be found a large part of the reason why the neglected promise has been but partially realized, and why the church of today is the poor thing that it so largely is. And there is little, as it seems to me, that is more needed by the consciousness of Christendom at large than to go back with a clear understanding and with an unfaltering faith to that ancient promise of the gift of a divine spirit to dwell in every believing spirit. Brethren, whether we believe that such a promise is a phantasm or divine revelation, whether we accept Christ's words or not, it seems to me that we cannot read them without seeing that he meant us to believe that he would give to them that love him the greatest of all gifts. You may accept the words, or you may reject them, but you cannot twist them so as to exclude the meaning of a personal bestowment of a divine spirit without doing violence to them. We are not to weaken that great thought into metaphor or rhetoric, or a strong way of saying that the influence of Christ's teaching will last through the ages. It means a great deal more than that. It means the gift of a divine spirit to dwell with us and in us. If we think of how much is taught us by the metaphors and epithets under which that gift is described to us, we shall still more clearly see, and I hope deeply feel, its importance and its blessedness. It is described as wind or breath, the source of life, the immaterial, invisible energy that sweeps through the world and brings freshness where it comes, that varies in intensity from the whispering zephyrs of some calm evening to the gale that destroys cities and lashes the ocean into tempest. It is fire that melts, that warms, that cleanses by consuming. It is oil that invigorates and supplies, that drops upon the head as the designation to and the bestowment of fitness for office. It is water that refreshes, that fertilizes, that stimulates all growth, that is indispensable to life. And this stream flows from the throne of God and of the Lamb. It is the dove, gentle, meek, heaven-sent, peace-bringing, calmly settling where it lights and blessing where it settles. These are the emblems under which Scripture sets forth this great gift. And higher than all is the unfigurative fact, I will send you my Spirit. Then let us remember that this gift, the characteristic blessing which Jesus Christ has to bestow, with its manifold blessings, is by the pledge and prophecy of Pentecost, a perennial gift. It is not correct, indeed, to say that the Spirit of God was given then to the church once for all. There is only one thing that is once for all, and that is the sacrifice for the sins of the whole world that was made on Calvary. All else is the continuation of the consequences of that deed once for all done for men. Christ's work was once for all. Christ's workings are the uninterrupted communication of its results. The gift is not inalienable, in the sense that when bestowed, it abides whatever the demeanor of the recipients. But it is permanent, in the sense that it is ever available, and that if there are variations, the variations are due to us. The fire was lit on Pentecost, and it blazes still.